Hello and welcome to Stretford. Paddock, today's podcast is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Now more than ever, our internet reliance has been rapidly increasing. We stream our favourite shows, keep in touch with loved ones, and watch podcasts, not to mention, of course, the football. We'd like to think that information is safe, but as our online footprint increases, so does our need for proper internet security. Surfshark is a VPN service that protects your information by encrypting all the data that you send through the internet, keeping anyone unwanted from seeing it. Another great reason to use a VPN service is often when we're trying to stream something from another country, it can be restricted, so you can only view it from that country. However, using Surfshark VPN enables you to view content that is only usually able to watch from different countries, from abroad. So, for example, if you've got a show or a game that you want to watch that is only being streamed in a certain country, using Surfshark VPN, that will allow you to watch that. So that can be channels and services such as Netflix, X or Twitter, Amazon Prime, all those different channels and services that you may only be able to watch in different countries. With Surfshark, you can simply solve that problem by changing your location. Also, if you do go abroad, you're on holiday, you're on the beach, and you still want to tune into the Premier League or to any other services that you can't get while you're abroad, well, changing your location back to the UK and using your normal streaming service will enable that using Surfshark VPN. Currently, Surfshark has an amazing deal on. By using the link in the description and the promo code Paddock, which is pretty easy to remember, Paddock, you get an extra 4 months free. Surfshark also offers 30-day money-back guarantee. So use the link in the description and the code Paddock and you get 4 months free. And don't forget, you also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Until we've done it. It was so frustrating. But then we got there in the end.
Mad gaffs, isn't there? There you go. That's the state. Why
Yeah,
is that state?
I know. I always forget about the Dakotas.
Yeah.
They're easy.
North
I know,
South.
but I'm not saying they're easy. I just forget about them. I'm not like, or West Virginia. That's another one. Yeah. Indiana. Let's
I
not do
always
this.
remember about Indiana.
I remember because of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary, Indiana. The Housewives' favourites with us, Alex Bagley.
Hi, Jay. You all right?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, good.
We don't do that thing when we know guess when it's you.
Has everyone seen Ethan's moustache?
Come here.
No, we don't.
Come here.
We don't need to
please.
bully him for it.
Yeah, no,
It's
listen.
fine.
Not bullying him.
We're not bullying.
He chose to walk outside his house.
Come
and
here.
let it smell
I love Ethan. Right.
What in the fucking soldier is that?
Right, if you're going to say soldier, I know we've got a Beckham stroke Oasis theme going on, but at least give him a reference he's going to know. He ain't going to know who Paddy Garvey is. Come on.
It's very northern quarter.
Come on, you got to respect that.
It's very northern quarter.
I like it, mate.
It's northern quarter. It's also like it could be a fucking shoemaker from 1882.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the look he's going
It's a
for.
shoemaker from 1882.
That's very
It's
northern
Northern Quarter. It's a Spitfire pilot, or potentially a German porn star from the 70s.
It's not tall
Okay.
enough for that.
Yeah?
Okay.
What?
Not tall enough.
He's
for
not.
that.
He's not got muscles.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. That's a very good point. But yeah, I like it. Let us know in the chat in the comments what you think about Ethan's tash. Keep it clean and friendly.
Very
But
1980s.
what, you know, who do you think he represents? Who do you
Very
think he
1980s Benidorm, innit?
Yeah, you know when I look at you're right, because when I look at pictures of my dad and his mates when they went on holiday in the 80s, it's that kind of thing.
Red 4 Cortina.
Yeah, it is. Do you know what I mean?
That person drives
a Capri. He
Ford
drives
Cortina,
Cortina. Yeah. That's a good shout. That. Someone says Colin Wilmot says, "Is Ethan taking up fencing?"
Fencing.
Don't know.
Fencing.
He might-
What's that got to do? Is that what fencing people look like?
Yeah, they have moustaches.
Do they?
Must do.
All right, okay, fair enough. Soccer, aka the Devil, says Ethan is David Seaman's love child.
With who?
Yeah.
Can't just be like, it's his love child. With who?
Yeah, come on. You got to
Garfield the cat.
This is Friday. This is the Brew. Come on. You got to up your game a little bit. Can we talk briefly about Oasis? And by the way, right, can I just say one thing, right?
Can I use it for a 15-minute beg to help me get a ticket?
Yeah, of course you can, sir.
Oh, sweet.
Right, can I just say one thing? Right, I'm going to get this out of the way. Maybe Jadon Sancho signing for someone. Probably he is going to. We've had an update. Maybe it's going to happen. There you go. We've covered the transfer news.
Well played.
Thank you. Right, go on. We've got another fucking 80 videos on this channel, his channel about transfers. You go and check one of them out. Yeah, go on. Do you beg him?
I need a ticket.
That's not begging.
So we're not.
That's not begging. Come
You're not doing
on.
the plan we were discussing before. That's not the plan.
Go on, let's tell everyone your master plan. See what I do.
We'll go Argentina.
There's rumoured dates in Argentina.
Right.
And that sounds better than...
Why do you want to go to Buenos Aires, boys? Tell the people why.
South American birds.
Rum.
Sorry, rum. Rum and South American birds.
Right, okay, yeah.
Because it's not got any City fans in Argentina.
South American birds.
Steve.
Football.
Steve, I've got
Oasis.
there might be a possibility I've got to try and get in on this. And convince my better half that it's okay for me to go. So it's not just the South American women. It's, well, there is a bit of what you said in terms of rum and all that, but that doesn't apply to me.
No.
But also the fact, going to watch them somewhere in a mint venue where you're not surrounded by City fans. That would be a bonus.
That's high on the list.
My wife is adamant of going to Eaton Park.
And do you know what? I like your wife's attitude because she's defiant. She's like, we're from Manchester, we'll go Eaton Park. Why not? And you're like, oh, it's going to be full of knobhead City fans. Fuck them. Who cares?
I want to get off my nut.
Yeah.
And might as well be Celtic to death.
And that's just me.
That's him. Hey, this is why I love Baggers, man. Baggers is the worst troll for you, of anyone. He used to say things all the time like, Jesus. He put on Instagram like,
I bought a Celtic shirt in Vegas for that.
He did.
Just for the joke. Just the Instagram story of pointing
That is elite. I love it. I love that level. I love the fact you love it as well. But I don't mind, like, look, that's your thing. You've kind of ruined it now because you've done all this shit with Rio and everyone knows you from other stuff. But that used to be your thing. Like, everyone knew you as that guy. I remember when Crawler was telling
yeah, but do you want to watch
Callum
Liam
Smith
Gallagher
about
at
you.
a fucking cricket club?
You know everyone's going to be shouting it. And to the point where...
It was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, all right, sorry, you've had that already. Yeah, it's going to be... And it'll be worse at Eaton Park with Oasis. Yeah. But the thing is, like, people forget... Like, there are going to be City fans there, but there's going to be more United fans there. Like, there are.
Yeah.
However, Dublin, 3 City fans.
Dublin's the answer. I fancy Dublin.
I do as well.
It's going to be like $8 grand a night in an hotel.
Yeah.
Jay.
You have to camp outside.
It's only money.
Also, as well, who needs an hotel? Just keep on the
You
street.
spend $8 grand a night in Dublin.
$8 grand.
$8 grand on a flight to Argentina.
I'm pretty sure we need
There you go.
I'm pretty sure we need to make content
I'll
around there
go
as well.
anywhere.
So maybe it's a business write-off.
Cardiff, sound. Edinburgh, sound. Eaton Park.
You would
Dublin.
go.
Of course I'd go, yeah. I'd go. I'd just have to fucking... Do you kind of get away with at Eaton Park, right? Even if it's August as fuck. Bucket hat, shades, hoodie.
I think you need to do that.
Do you know what I'm more concerned about? And it's not the City fan thing. It's just getting covered in piss and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mate lost his teeth at the cricket ground fighting with Scousers because someone threw piss at him. He turned around and one-arrowed him and then realised they had about 12 people with him.
Well, in for a penny.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So not all his teeth, obviously, just a couple of them.
I went to fucking Hebden Bridge, right, which I had to
I
Google.
love this story.
Right?
Well,
I went to Hebden Bridge to go to a concert to not get mithered.
yeah.
We lasted 8 seconds, Jay.
I love to say we. You lasted 8 seconds. Adam Patterson and Joe Smith lasted a lot longer. They weren't doing anything. They were the ones scrapping.
They got turfed out when I did.
You know him. You've got.
Well, I love that as well. It's like you didn't have the band trying to get you back in, and the guy was just like, "Nah."
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I get it because like me and Joe were chatting about it, and I'm sitting chatting about it with a few mates, and it's like people do recognise you're gonna get mithered. Can you be bothered with it if you're there trying to have a a night out, or whatever, a good time? But I just think it's one of those. I'd rather go and watch them somewhere else. But if there's only tickets for Eaton Park, that's all you could get. You're gonna do it.
Jay, I'm literally tomorrow. I'm gonna try and buy them everywhere.
Yeah. The thing is,
I'm not
right?
arsed where I
A
get.
lot of people are moaning at me about it. A lot of people going, "Oh, Oasis, can you be asked?" But
Yeah,
you think,
guess what? You don't go.
no,
I'll go.
don't go. And also, I know full well, right? I was in HMV before, and like they had Oasis on. I just think the first time you hear like those first few seconds of Rock and Roll Star or Columbia or whatever, you're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna, you know what I mean?
I was at Eaton Park, which was like 3 or 4 days before they broke up the last time, 2009. It was. Janine was fucking crying listening to Slide Away. Like,
I
you know
love
what I mean?
that. Slide Away's my favourite.
It's good live, yeah. But
I
you know
love
what I mean?
that.
Like, it's fucking mega, innit? Like,
Yeah, like I've
I don't know how many were there. What, 40, 50,000? It was rammed.
That's the thing. I haven't seen him. Last time I seen him was probably 2000. So well before he broke up. Like I saw him at Main Road, Nebworth, and
When did
in
they
Liverpool.
do the Etihad?
This is what I mean.
That was like kind of days, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that'll be 2004.
Yeah.
Might have been a
time?
touch later, but yeah, it's about then because I saw him at the Etihad.
Commonwealth game was 02, so it must have been not long.
Yeah.
With Saran Jones off Coronation Street.
What? What about her?
Oh, wow.
At the gig.
Doing what?
Hanging out.
With you? Oh, right. I thought you meant she was with Oasis. That's a bit of a combo.
thought she was
What was she doing? Now it's a bit of acting. Saran's going to play a scene from Corrie. Like, what? Right. You know her?
Let's move on.
All right. No, let's not. All right.
No.
Let's not start going down that road on this show. Hey, no one comes out of this looking well.
I think we'd lose. I reckon we'd lose that.
We covered that already.
Yeah, we've covered the Jadon Sancho news. It's 4 minutes ago.
Obligation to buy is mad.
Right, yeah, it's like a little update. Negotiations between Chelsea and Manchester United over deadline day transfer Jadon Sancho, centre on initial loan and obligation to buy next summer, would provide permanent solution for 24-year-old. There you go. We'll give you an update later. We've got more lives coming up later on. Me and Joe are going to be here all night, by the way, so don't think you're missing out. You might, be like 10 minutes behind the news if you stick and watch us.
John says he's worried about the price of Parkers going up again.
I am, man. I've had to take one of my old Parkers out of the closet just in case. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. The price goes up. Got to have your backup. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just feel like when it was first announced, I was like, I'm over Oasis. I've seen them a few times. I'm not asked for it. But the more you think about
8 or 9 seconds later.
Yeah, I just thought, And then I've got my missus in here because she's never seen them. She's like, we've got to go get tickets for be mint. And you think,
even Jadon wants to go.
Well, he's
fucking 18.
Oh yeah, he's got to, hasn't he? You've got to. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You've got to have it, haven't you? It would be sick.
Yeah,
it would.
I don't know how difficult. I don't think they're going to let it become difficult to get to. I think they're going to just keep adding dates. They'll do what Peter Kay did.
Yeah, because they're going to make so much money.
They'll do what Peter Kay did. They'll make it disgustingly difficult for the first thing, and then they'll go,
Jesus Christ, we could have sold another million.
Let's just do this until 2027.
Do you know why I got
bucket?
I went to see him because I literally got a phone call from my mate, in a group chat, and he's like, "Do you want to go and see Peter Kay?"
Yeah.
Got a spare ticket. And I was like, and I actually said, I'm not that bothered.
But that
and he went, I went, because
that for 2 days was you could not get tickets. It was mental. And then he went, I'm going to release dates until 2028, so don't worry about it. And I think that'll be the case with them. They'll do this and then they'll go.
The difference with these is they will split up.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
When's the first gig? Cardiff. Yeah. That might be the only one.
There's a 1 in 4 chance that we don't make it to Eaton Park.
Yeah, they do the gig in Cardiff. They have a row on stage. They fight. That's the end of that.
Fucking tambourine. And before you know it, it's game over.
Do we even know who the lineup is?
No.
I know. I'm not trying to be all hipster. Like,
the Blossoms are there.
Is it going to be? No,
there.
no, I don't care. I mean about like. Is it Alan White or ever on drum? Who's the drummer? Is it? I love it. I love it.
I heard it was High Flying Birds plus Liam.
Right. Okay. Nice.
Right.
Which is Bonehead, though, isn't it?
Is it? Thank you, producer Ethan.
Thank you, Ethan. Yeah, there you go. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Joe, I just had a real thought of as well. Remember in the 90s,
Vaguely,
the Rolling Stones were doing like reunion gigs, and it was like, he's a fucking 110 years
Mate, in the 90s, he was doing them last year.
Yeah.
No, but specifically in the 90s, and it was all the dad rockers and the fucking jeans getting all excited about it.
Yeah.
We're the dad rockers.
I know. That could work in our favour though, bro.
Just keep it going forever.
Yeah. And also, we get there, and it might be like, when... No, I won't use that analogy.
Please use that analogy. Whatever that was.
What is that?
Wow.
You know when you're in like
done button ready.
You know when you're in like YPs and it's like under 21s and everyone's kicking off and fighting all the time because it's under 21s, and then you go to the big man's jail and everyone's a bit more chilled out because they're older. It might be a bit like that. So I've been told.
Not a prayer.
Because it might be people at our age who aren't there to fight.
This isn't the Rolling Stones in the 90s cause we had Oasis in the 90s, so we didn't need a fucking Rolling Stones tribute act in the 90s.
That's true.
Whereas there's no fucking bands that you're losing your mind to go and see. I love the Readers, but it is such a grown-up crowd.
Yeah.
Like...
The thing is, when I went to see... Did you go to see the Stone Roses at Eaton Park?
No, I was away.
Oh, was you? All right. Did you?
I was in the sandy place.
I went to see him, and... I'd never seen a Stone Roses, obviously split up before. I'd been going to gigs and whatever, and it was all right, but it was a bit underwhelming. Do you know what I mean?
Like, Ian Brown can't sing.
There was that element, and also it felt a little bit like they still hated each other. Like I know, like but hated each other.
Daggers.
Like it was like that. No rapport. No.
Hurry up and get the fucking
it was
money.
literally as that check cleared, right? Guitar dumped, off you go. So it was all right, and I'm glad I went, but it wasn't like it didn't blow me away as like.
I've seen Ian Brown live 3 or 4 times. G-Mex was a fucking
G-Mex, you lucky bastard. I was meant to go to that, I didn't.
Very good.
Oh, mate. Yeah, I was in that there London, and I couldn't make it.
And the thing is as well, one of the good things about the live gigs that you get is there's some songs which you'll listen to on albums and you'll go, it's okay. And then you'll hear it live. Like Sister Rose from one of Ian Brown's. I'll skip past that shit all day long. And then you see him live with it and you're like, it might be in my new top 5. Yeah, absolute banger.
There's some bands that are like that, aren't there? I saw...
Can't sing, no.
Yeah, he can't, can he?
He can't. We playing... No, he can't.
No.
But they always mix the music live louder than him anyway, so it was always good. It worked.
What's your favourite gig you've ever been to?
I'm not good with gigs. I'm not been to many. It's not,
Maybe not.
Not my thing, no.
You prefer the orchestra, don't you?
Yeah.
Bit of, Beethoven's Fifth and all that.
Yeah.
What's your...
Taylor
You've done
Swift in the Bernabeu.
Don't. I'll tell you what. Did you go Taylor Swift? Mate.
Got free tickets.
Fucking right he did. He was sending me fucking selfies there and that.
I wish, right? My daughter became a massive Swiftie, like, after the tickets had been sold, and I wish I'd have got her tickets, and then my mate was looking for 2, and then I got offered 1 on the last day, but obviously I couldn't. She's only 7, so she couldn't go on her own, so I would have took her down there otherwise, so yeah. You've been to more gigs than anyone. What's your favourite gig?
No, Patterson beats me. I think he does anyway, or he fucking talks a good beating.
He's been to the Blossoms 20 times.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Do you see what I mean? That's just fucking... Have they got an injunction out against him?
Get a life. Get a missus.
It's hard though. It's fair though.
Do you know what I mean?
I did see Oasis in Sheffield.
How old is Patterson now anyway?
About, I want to say it was 98. It was post-BA now.
Who's this, sorry?
Oasis. I think it was 98 in Sheffield.
Right, okay.
That was raw.
Yeah.
And that was probably still like under 30 quid for a pint as well.
Oh, mate. Happy days.
But Eaton Park was fucking ledge, though. Eaton Park was ledge. Yeah.
It has got a bit of a, people do rave about that one. My Nebworth for Oasis was probably my favourite.
I mean, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah. I was only 16. I saw him when I was 15 at Main Road and 16 when at Nebworth. And the good thing about Nebworth was...
I didn't do Main Road. I had a ticket for Main Road. Well, City played that.
Shit, really?
What a knobhead. One of my mates from school.
About 12, would you 12 or 11 now? Because I was only 15. 16 I was, 96.
One of my mates from school, John, had a ticket, and he was like, should we go? Because we did listen to Oasis, and I was like, I think all the promo was them in that blue. No, was it the blue or the white?
It might have been 95, actually, Main Road.
Whatever it was that fucking purple and white striped fucking brother kit that they had. Was all on a promo for it, and I ended up
it was them. Great. On the ticket you got, it was the 2 Gallagher brothers and not Bonehead, the other one.
Gwigsy.
Yeah, sat in the stands. I remember looking at it because I was
literally went. Yeah. And it was like. £7.
Yeah.
It wasn't dear. It was cheaper than a United ticket.
The thing was there, though, bizarrely, because I remember we went...
£7.
It wasn't even full of, like, City fans, it was full of, like... we were stood there, a load of Middlesbrough fans we was chatting to. It was mad.
That's one that I go, I should have gone at that.
Yeah, that was
I definitely fucking should have gone at that. That would have been unreal.
Cast, I think, were the backup for that. They were good as well.
I've got a poster from the gig now in my room.
I love that. I'm not going out. Fucking say, that's mental. That's class. It's stupid.
I think it is gonna be one of them though. It's gonna be get wherever you can, and just if you can go, great.
Yeah.
You make it work, won't you?
Bonus.
Yeah. You fill in the gaps later. Do you know what I mean? It's fine.
To be fair to her, she didn't say I couldn't go. She just said you're an idiot.
Yeah, which is normal.
And what?
She said you're an idiot and then listed a list of reasons why that wouldn't work, but then you've just ignored that bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because she didn't say you couldn't go. Remember that?
It's also in December. It's loads of times.
Oh, mate, come on. That's a world away, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, the actual concerts are a world away. Tomorrow,
half a world away.
The fucking gig to get up tomorrow is just to buy a ticket for a fucking concert in a year. Just roll that around your head. Look how fucking excited everyone is. It's a year away.
I know, that's mad by that.
We've probably got pre-season in the middle of it. And we're all going to be like, yeah, are you doing pre-season? Nope. Why? Because we're doing 4 nights at Eaton Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Macca's going to be there on his own going,
where's all the crew in this press conference? Why did they let me stay here? Why have they not chucked us all out yet?
I can't wait. And I genuinely, I think Dublin would be fucking ledge.
Dublin would be.
I mean, like, it's going to be
there.
I don't actually give a fuck.
Seeing them in Dublin. Talking of 90s icons, your mate, your hero.
Clunky, but a good segue. I'll give
Thank you. Yeah, it was a tapping on it. David Beckham. He's done what shows he done? What is it? That show. Thank you. I knew you two would know that. I couldn't remember. And he said,
not even that hot, you know.
Really?
We bought it. We fucked about with it and had it. It's not that hot.
It's not. But you're a bit. You've got a bit of a. You just,
it's
fine. You're slightly masochistic, so you can handle all that. I will get to super chats in a minute. Yeah, he's been on Hot Ones, and he said that he wants United fans to chant his name. Now, there's only a handful of players who could do this and not look like a dickhead, and he's one of them. Because I didn't watch that and go, fuck off. I was like, do you know what? He's kind of got a point there. I like that, because we do chant a lot of former players' names. Wes Brown, I'm not knocking this because I love them all. Wes Brown, Yap Stam, Scholes.
John O'Shea always goes around.
John O'Shea.
He'll be going around on Sunday, that.
Yeah. Gary Neville, Keano. And Beckham rarely. Andy Cole gets it. Beckham rarely gets it.
Beckham's got squished a little bit because it's the same tune as Ronaldo's.
Yeah. So that went against him. And he said he'd love to hear United fans singing his name because he's still a United fan. He is a United fan. And, you know, I don't know how deep he went with it, but he probably does. He does deserve a little bit of recognition, I think, David Beckham. I was saying it on my live before. If you look, you always point this out, and I quoted you. Like, Beckham's career at United was mint. But the flip side to it, where perhaps why he doesn't get the respect is all these sort of big goals were in games where there was a bigger goal in. So the Arsenal game, he gets the
99 season. You remember it for Yap Stam. You remember it for Roy Keane in Juventus. You remember it for Ryan Giggs in the FA Cup. Yeah. You remember it for the York and Cole partnership. Yeah. You don't remember it for David Beckham being the best player in the fucking world. But if you watch, and I've done this multiple times, you watch the entire fucking season back. He's outrageous.
He is outrageous,
and then you do that under the frame of he was public enemy number one. He was getting death threats. His parents was getting harassed. He was on the front page of the fucking paper. He had every. You think it's bad now and it is bad now with some of the TalkSport and Sky Sports stuff. You ain't seen nothing compared to what David Beckham got.
Dartboards. A dartboard on a national newspaper with his face on saying, throw darts at him. Yeah. Like, imagine that now.
No.
The anti-bullying charities would have a fucking field day if someone posted that as a tweet, let alone put it on the back of a major newspaper.
And then he starts off the season. I think he scores.
Leicester at home.
Free kick.
Equaliser last minute.
Old Trafford. Yeah. First game at Old Trafford.
Was it?
Ever?
Yeah.
Really?
I was 6, 7 years old. So, yeah. And because United didn't win the league the year before, someone got...
Typical Johnny come lately.
Got a ticket for that one. So my first memory was Beckham.
Was you in 1990?
Yeah, I wasn't born, so I couldn't go. Pathetic. Didn't stop us.
Yeah.
That was class, that. I remember that goal. Yeah, that free kick.
But then he just follows it up with just fucking consistently big performances. Like Rivaldo wins Ballon d'Or, probably for a little bit of international sparkle on top of everything else as well. But you watch the games between United and Barcelona and tell me that the best player in the world's wearing fucking blue and red.
Do you know what, Steve? I'd go like a step further. Someone mentioned this on Twitter, and for once, someone made a good point on Twitter. And it's like watching...
Wasn't Lawrence Fox, was it?
I blocked him ages ago when he started burning pride flags or whatever the fuck he does, absolute melt. There was... someone talked about... I was talking about Keano in Stade d'Alpe. I was like, iconic performance. Someone said, you won't watch Beckham in that game. Actually, people forget... He's probably man of the match.
Watch Beckham in every game that fucking year. The consistency is outrageous.
He actually probably is. I think it's a bigger performance because he's banned. He knows he's banned when he gets that yellow.
It's a bigger story.
He motivates everyone around him. It's more than just his performance. It's the story that goes with it. But if you watch Beckham in that game, he's unreal. He
runs about 20 kilometres in that fucking game as well.
It's weird because it became this thing like where you have fucking idiots on like social media going, Trent Alexander-Arnold's better. I'm like, shut up. No, he's not. What are you on about? You obviously never watched David Beckham if you think that.
No, Trent is fucking carpet bombing.
Yeah.
Beckham was laser guided.
Nice.
Like, it's fucking simple. Really? Like
that's very on brand.
Trent would do it in fucking 36 fucking crosses, where Beckham will do it in 2.
That intergame's perfect, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Me and you could have scored them headers. Like, it's just stand over there and just stand there and just wait.
In about 4 seconds, do that.
Yeah, and you'll score. and Dwight York's like, right, sound, and he does. Like, the most pinpoint accurate crosses you'll ever see.
Like not quick.
Copies.
Can't beat a man.
No.
How the fuck was he so good? Like, you've never seen vision and accuracy in passing. And it wasn't just his crosses. Those balls, when he got on the ball in the middle of the park in the half space and he would fucking send one down the line for someone. Oh.
Did you see him at that Legends game?
It's the best right-wing performance we've seen in 15 years. I'm not even fucking kidding. Now I know I got a bit of a scoop on it, but he was training for that, so he probably did come into it slightly fitter. But that just shows you the fucking mentality of the guy. I've got a charity game. Right, I'm going to hire Loftus fucking Road and get Brooklyn and all his mates down and play 11 aside because I'm not looking a dick in front of the crowd at Old Trafford. That's how much we fucking mean to him. Yeah. So he should have his fucking name sung. For that alone. Let alone, hang on, the 10 years or so that he was unfucking real in the United
I think
shirt.
A bit of it is also he went to LA Galaxy when he did, because he was still flying then and the MLS was not where it is now.
It was like Cheshire League.
Like, so he went then, and I think people didn't have the coverage of Spain as well, because it wasn't the best time in Madrid, but he was still good there. They still loved him there.
He was an easy one to hate on, Beckham. Even some United fans turned against him when he went to Madrid, because it was like the whole posh spice thing. He had this reputation of, is he more concerned about his brand deals and his football? And yet, if you watch his effort, you mentioned there about the amount of kilometres he covered. In terms of graft, let alone ability,
never wavered. No.
Never wavered. Like, he would always give his everything. And also, if you watch that Beckham documentary, the way he was treated by Fergie, and listen, everyone around this table adores Sir Alex Ferguson, greatest manager of all time. But it was shit, the way he was treated. To the point where he was like, can I just speak to you? And Fergie's like, no.
But that's Fergie. Yeah. The way it ended with Roy Keane, the way it ended with multiple other big stars, when they were big stars, if you didn't 100% toe the party line, you was out on your ear. Yeah. And maybe that was what Fergie had to do what he did, and you can't go back and rewrite that. But it doesn't mean Beckham was shit, doesn't mean Keane was shit, doesn't mean Jaap Stam was shit. Just meant that was the decision Fergie made at the time. Yeah. Which I know he's regretted some of them. And he probably regretted the way it ended with Roy Keane. Even though I don't think you'll ever hear him say that.
I hate that. Because when I see like Roy Keane on the overlap or whatever, and he's having a laugh or he's having a little...
He's taking a piss out of Neville for actually texting Fergie.
Yeah. And I think, I wish them two just make up. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like the greatest, arguably the greatest captain we've ever had, and arguably the greatest manager we've ever had. And it's like...
And they almost deny each other's existence.
Yeah, and it's just, it's so sort of just such a shame. It's like when Fergie got his statue unveiled, you think Keane should be there. And others have buried the hatchet. Like him and Rude fell out massively. And Rude had a right to hold a grudge. Like you look at that 2006 League Cup final where Rude doesn't even get on the bench when we're 4-0 up. You're like, what are you doing? Just give him some minutes. Like, well, this is stupid.
Well, he did ask him if he wanted to come off, and he told me fuck off.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, there you go. There's a bit of insider knowledge. I've carried that around for 17 years, whatever it's been.
And he ultimately sold him, isn't it?
Right, fucking hell. Simon Stone says, Sancho, Palmer, straight swap. Here we go. Barvik, Pancha and Riker Nyberg, welcome to the Academy. There's extra content in our member section. Me and Joe Smith have been doing a bit of fantasy football stuff. MD says, unpopular opinion, but I would like Sancho to stay, especially if we don't replace him, and I'd still rather play him over Anthony.
Yeah, that is pretty unpopular, that.
And the depth of quality in our wingers is poor, in my opinion. He can also play 10. Peter Kelly makes a good point. Why not be surrounded by City fans? By the time the gigs are on, City will be in the second division after the charges get dropped on them. And Earl says, Dicky in the RAF in World War II, laughing emoji. I think that was a reference to Ethan. Sherrard GG MUFC has done lots of Jamaica flag emojis because Stephen is wearing a very fetching Jamaican top there. He's smart. That I might have to rock that. I am
Steve McLaren, I think.
I am actually 1/8 Jamaican, so I do feel I have the right.
Adidas have absolutely fucking knocked out of the park with their latest iterations of kits, and it's absolutely fuckwit proof. Like, who was the designer that came up with this? I know what we'll do. What? The old school logo, yeah? And then the badge.
Yeah.
Absolutely footwit proof. Sounds like an advert, doesn't it?
And someone's gone.
I think Adidas needs to chat to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, I like that. That's the tagline. Absolutely footwit proof. Mike says Ballon d'Or is a fraudulent award. 99.
Listen, the fucking number one thing that people want to do to put fucking Paul Scholes down is, he didn't win any Player of the Years, and he didn't win blah blah blah. So he didn't win popularity votes. Yeah. Sound. That means nothing to anybody. Yep. Jamie Carragher's got more Ballon d'Or votes than fucking Paul Scholes. Cool, so that must be correct then, right? You fucking dickheads. Like, it's ridiculous. Gerrard's won so many, and that just stacks up what we were fucking saying about how the Scouts media are just loved, and everything that goes on there is just fucking inflated for no fucking reason whatsoever, right? Oh, he just played in great teams. He won 10 fucking titles. You think he had a hand in any of them?
You've been really good shouty, Steve, this week, haven't you? You've enjoyed yourself, haven't you?
I think he won 11, Steve.
Did he win 11?
You might have done. Yeah, 2 less than... That sounds about right.
I think he might have done, because I think Genev's on 10.
Yeah. You've been really good shouty, Steve, this week, haven't you? You've really enjoyed yourself. Last few weeks.
Is it 10? It's
Sorry,
11, it is 11.
It's 11, I think.
11.
Yeah, I think it is 11. Yeah. So, I mean, anyone can win 11, though. Come on. Do you know what I mean? Like,
how many lifetimes does Steven Gerrard need to win 11 fucking titles?
I mean, he's not even won one, so...
Well, you could have him
infinity.
In infinity. Yeah, he's not going to... If you times 0 by infinity, you still get 0.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Top maths.
I got a C GCSE maths for a reason.
But do you know what I mean? Like, how's that your argument? Like, can you not show me anything objective outside of that? Oh, he's got blah, blah, blah assists. Cool. He's got the same sort of ratio of assists to games as Xavi and Pirlo.
Yeah.
Because that's the sort of fucking player
The thing that people don't get with Scholes is, like, some of his best games I've ever seen him play, no goals or assists. Just dictating the play, sort of controlling the game. Absolutely.
Stevie Me, fucking old match of the day highlights prick's not going to fucking have a clue what that means.
Have you ever seen Paul Scholes cost his team the title?
Oh, no.
Like, genuinely. No. We've not got 11 titles, but we would have had 14 if Scholes hadn't fucking give the ball away to Demba Ba or whatever. He literally cost his team that game. Because even, you know what it is, right?
Don't think he's put a transfer request in.
No, exactly. It didn't take a load of Scouse gangsters to go around Paul Scholes' house to convince him to stay. If you look at that game against Chelsea as well, that slip happens in the first half. There's another 60 minutes of football.
Oh, don't worry about that. He has about 17 shots done.
Yeah, and it's like all he does then is shoot constantly because he's trying to make up for it and just basically giving the ball away.
The way to talk about that 2005 final, like, it's Steven Gerrard and a load of fucking planks that used to play Sunday League. Xavi Alonso's in that fucking team. Do you know what I mean?
Did you see the? It's a good point. Did you see Jamie Carragher with Rafa Benitez?
I've seen clips of it. It's just fucking. They need someone. No, because I'd see the clips I saw. I was like, no one's going to call him out on his bullshit.
But I think the problem was Benitez just talked about what he wanted to talk about. So anytime Neville or Carragher even said something, no, but can we go back to that? He went, no, can we go on to Real Madrid and why I was good there? And it was like that all the way through. But he did say, he said about Gerrard, he went, yeah, he's one of the best players I've ever, but he didn't have the tactical.
Which is what I fucking said.
Which is fine.
Positional discipline of a fucking paper bag in the wind.
Yeah, nice.
Or a cat.
You're right about Benitez because he did tell a few lies in that. Because he said, like, after his run, we won 10 out of 11. No, you didn't. You drew the next 3 games and United went top and we stayed top. That literally derailed your title challenge and things like that. But what the reason I asked you is, I know it's shit because it's Scouse and all the rest of it and it's Benitez and he's full of excuses. But if you can be bothered, watch it because I actually put myself through it. It's quite interesting because I
love a hate watch though.
I do love a hate watch. I prefer that than watching things I enjoy. I love the fact that I think Carragher's genuinely annoyed with him.
Yeah.
I think he is. I think Carragher's annoyed that him and Alonso fell out and he couldn't make up with him. Because you can see he keeps saying to him, he keeps going back to it. Could you not have just? And the Gareth Barry thing and like he can. I think he's like. I think he realizes because the way he goes on about Alonso that they had a truly gifted player in that team that would have won him the title.
Doesn't Gerrard paste him in his autobiography? As well?
Probably because he's jealous because he was better than him.
No, I mean paste Benitez.
Oh right, well probably because he probably thinks like that was our chance and we fucked it. But because obviously the 2014 one is different because that's on Gerrard. 2009. Probably more on the manager because the way he makes it out. Benitez in that
United just pulling out fucking Makeda's left, right, and fucking
that's what he's saying.
Oh, I can't wait to win the fucking league again, James. You know, I'm just gonna fuck off.
I think we just come on here. We say what we're gonna say.
Cock out,
and then we just
fucking sin a bit.
We just fold the channel because we're cancelled anyway. That's it. We're out.
That was Stretford, Paddock.
Yeah, that was.
See you later.
You won't be seeing us on the telly again. Unless it's Crime Watch.
It was just a case of keep him. Just like he's
that's
got
what
a contract.
He's saying.
Just say no. You're staying here because we're going to win it this year.
That's what he's saying. That's Carragher's argument.
And I think that's the difference in what for. Same thing with Ronaldo. Just went 1 more year. And
and that's
just
what
wins
he's
the league.
at.
Wins it again. You could have won the Champions League again. Was for not playing on quite a good team in the final. Give us a year and then you can go. That's it. And then we'll get the most money for you then. But it didn't. He just fell out and he went, all right, he's getting sold. And he didn't get a lot of money for him either. Like,
no, 40 million I think it was.
And they buy
Aquilani.
Yeah, Aquilani, yeah. And he says it, doesn't he? He was injured when he got there, apparently.
Yeah, and he blamed injuries if he was like, if he wasn't injured, he'd been great.
Mate, he's a masterclass in passing the buck as well from Benitez. Nothing is his fault. everything is someone else's fault. And it's like, you think they won the league that season, the way he goes on about their run and what they did and how it all favoured United. It's utterly nonsensical.
That was the whole thing about his facts. There was about 3 facts in 19 fucking lines. Like, there was nothing factual about his facts rant.
And then when Neville calls him out on it and says, that rant, it wasn't a rant, or, you getting out, I wasn't bothered. I wasn't rattled. Ferguson was rattled. It was like, well, we won the league, you dickhead. What are you on about? That doesn't make sense. And then
I remember I was... there was a lad that used to live not too far from us that was at my old unit, and I was still in the army then. And we'd come home, and we'd just gone to my house for fucking whatever reason, or we was just on the way up, whatever it was, and we're watching it on telly live, and you didn't really get a lot of the press conferences in like 2009, did you? It might have been 2000. It might have been early in 2008 or late. I can't remember what
it was around Christmas 08, 09.
Was it?
Yeah.
I remember standing. We had an apartment in Ste Bridge. I remember standing in the fucking middle of the apartment, going, "This is fucking madness!" Yeah. Like, he's lost his fucking. He's genuinely, his head's fell off. This is a Keegan moment. He's having an absolute Keegan live on air. This is fucking quality.
Yeah. It was. Do you know what was better about it than Keegan? Like, Keegan one was spontaneous. It was.
He's prepared this.
Yeah, he's gone home, wrote this down, comes to this press conference with it, and just gone through it all.
Go watch this.
Yeah. And everyone's like...
I'd have loved to have been a fly on the wall in Fergie's office as he put Sky... I'm going to go, 301, boom. Fucking hell. Put that champagne in the fridge.
Do you remember what Fergie said about it when he was asked about it? He just said he seems a bit disturbed.
He was trying to he tried to explain again, saying it was because they were getting all the home fixtures.
Yeah, it's not 19 each.
But he's like, he said the reason why was United were playing in the Club World Cup, so they had to rearrange the fixtures. And we said we were going away, and then we had to play the half 12 game away and stuff. It's like, yeah, because you were in Europe.
Because this is the thing, right? Because he was trying to make out like after that rant, they still had a mad run.
It was like we had no money to spend, and United could spend more on wages, which the Scousers just repeat.
Yeah.
But he spent the same. Wages and transfers, ins and outs, net spend, everything is about the fucking same.
So he did his rant ahead of the Stoke game, away at Stoke. And at the time, Liverpool are top of the league, right? He does his rant on the 10th of January. They draw away at Stoke, 0-0. They then have Everton at home. They draw that. They then have Wigan away. They draw that. In the meantime, United go top. United stay top for the season. We win the league. They never get it back. So you can't say to me that didn't matter.
Got there.
He couldn't have timed it any worse.
They drew with a Man City in 2009 who weren't the Man City now. They lost to Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
And then they had a good end to the season, but so did United.
That 5 games around that 6 games when he does it, they drew the next 3 against Stoke, Everton and Wigan, all winnable games, let's not forget. They win at...
they lose to them, Borough.
Yeah, so they win at home to Chelsea and they beat Portsmouth away with a 92nd minute winner by Torres. Then they draw at home to City, and again, this is City when they were shy.
Torres, they act like it was literally Steven Gerrard and 8 lads from the fucking Iron in Bootle.
Yeah, and then they lose away at Middlesbrough. I remember that. That was the day of the Carling Cup final when they lost to Middlesbrough and we beat Spurs on penalties in the Carling Cup final. Do you know what? I love that. Those days where I used to win the Carling Cup. I went to that one. And at the end,
throw it in the fucking back of the...
At the end, bus. Anderson scored the winning penalty and we all just sort of went, all right, nice one. Yeah, great.
That's what you should be doing.
Because we were on for the quintuple or whatever it was.
Was that when Vidic should have been sent off in the first minute? Or was that the Villa?
No, that's the Villa one. You might know because there's a guy called Gabriel Bonhor who's
he mentions it now and again.
I think he brings it up sometimes because that was his one chance of winning silverware and it never happened for him. Never mind,
They had a good end to the season, Liverpool, that year, and still didn't win.
No, not as good as
because that's what he goes on about. He goes on about like the fact they beat us 4-1 at Old Trafford, and like that was that, and it wasn't.
Yeah, no, it won. You dickhead.
Yeah, because we won the league.
We lost 6-1 to City and won the fucking league. Didn't we?
No, we didn't.
No, we did not. We lost it on goal difference. Let's not mention that.
Have we lost twice to them and won the league though?
Yes, in 2008.
There you go. That's what I meant.
Arsenal in 2008 as well. We've had loads of seasons where we've lost loads of games to
also, didn't we just always beat the Scousers in the 80s? And then they were like, enjoy your fucking VHS of beating us home and away. Here's the fucking league title, you dicks.
That's what we used to do. We had our record under Atkinson when it came to
that's saying Liverpool and United can't be good at the same time, can they? That's the rule. It's very, very rare it's happened.
That's why 08-09 was so special, because it was the one time you've got the two biggest clubs in England going toe-to-toe for the title, and two different styles as well.
To be fair, like 2000, 2001, they was in and around it in the mixer.
But they were never
It wasn't us and them in the way.
Fucking Sky still built it up like it
did, but they weren't.
And it was
Dominic Matteo, mate.
Yeah,
it was like Maldini and that.
It was a real sort of contrasting styles.
What, if he only had one leg?
Yeah, it was so good as well, because they would have gone to 19 titles, wouldn't they? And we were still on 17.
Yeah,
mate, so good.
Oh
well, never mind, eh? At least you can always go back on the overlap and moan about it some more, you fucking knob. Graham Shark here, who's been a member of the 1340 Mum, says Gladbeck doesn't get the credit from others. Fuck them. Absolutely on brand. With anything United, he is still a massive red, and his family.
You look at all them.
Yeah,
they're all dead modest with it. You know, Neville says it too much. Keane does it as well.
Keane was just a fuck. Scholes was dog shit, obviously. Beckham was fucking rubbish. Gig shagged his brother, which means nothing.
Shagged his brother, you know.
Brother?
Not even his brother's wife. His brother. Wow.
That might be allegedly.
Is that an exclusive on Stretford Paddock? No, it's not, by the way.
Andy Cole was shit.
Yeah, he was shit. That's my favourite one. Andy Cole took 5 chances to score a goal or whatever, or he missed more. Like, okay, so if he'd have took all his chances, he would have scored like what? 2,000 goals. Is that what we're saying? Just shut up. Yeah. Look how many goals he scored. Up until last year, he held the record for the most goals in the Premier League season with 0 penalties. And even then, when Haaland broke Andy Cole's record, it was Andy Cole and Alan Shearer's record, they both literally had the same amount of goals. Everyone went, he's broke Shearer's record. Right, Andy Cole doesn't fucking exist. Yeah. Honestly, it's just anything but United.
Yeah. So Fergie weren't that good, he just had good players, but all of the players were shit. Make it make sense, and they won 13 out of 20 titles. The first 13 out of the first 20 United's.
I can't wait. I hope we get it right. I hope we're good again. I didn't fully appreciate it last time.
We weren't just good last time. We were unprecedented.
Did you appreciate us, Steve? Did you revel in it? I didn't. No, I was twisted for most of it.
My first season was 1991, right? So we've already won the FA Cup. Then obviously we do the greatest achievement in the history of association football.
Yeah.
Then we follow it up with a League Cup. Then it's just titles, doubles, just like it's the most normal shit ever just to fucking win. Yeah. So no, I didn't appreciate it because I didn't think it was going to be different.
I remember someone in 2009 said to me, we had Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez, Berbatov, Nani, and then you had Park and a few others as backup. He went, "You'll never get as good as this." And I went, "That's a daft thing to say." He said, "No, that's as good as you won't get a better." And you kind of go, "It will though. It will."
Yeah.
And you go,
"Nah."
But that was, I mean, there's probably not going to be a better team than, there's still not been better than that since for any other team.
No. I don't remember anyone saying any. The thing is, what's so great about 99 is you didn't bask in it because we was the underdogs the whole fucking way through. It was kind of like those last 3 games where we went, hey, we're fucking well good, you know.
Yeah.
But there was no point in that season where you felt dominant.
Whereas you felt like City should have won the quadruple for the past 15 years. Or the last 10 years they've gone, you're going to win it this year because they're the best. They're better than any team. And you go,
it's like, United weren't. It's like Juventus were the genuinely best team in the world. And no one scored in Italy, let alone won in Italy.
Yeah.
And you go 2-0 down, you go, well, that's the fucking end of that then, isn't it? Like, we're fucking done.
Yeah.
Sitting there with your arms folded, wounded, fuck. And then you're like, oh.
Santa Notch says, polar opposite to me, Steve. Watched us win 2 cups in 13 years first.
My son's 18.
Yeah, so he's
not
too
seen a fucking lot. My dad had the same thing. So my dad was like, first 4 or 5 years of him going, obviously from 65, obviously to the European Cup win and all that. I think he was 8 for the European Cup win.
My dad, he's the same age as my dad. Then my dad was 8.
Fuck all for the next 26 years. Couple of cups, enjoy that. And then he's in his 30s by the time we win the league again.
We're lucky with our ages and everything, the way it works out, because it's like you're very similar to me and you're a little bit young. But
I was 30 when we won our last title. I spent from 6 to 30 just watching us win the fucking lot.
Like me. My first season going without my dad was 92 to 93 when we won the title. And then from then onwards, that was the year I was born.
So I had that first run.
So you didn't go? Did you go that season?
No, I didn't make it.
That's a pathetic excuse. You were born. Why weren't you there?
Want a fucking cup final ticket next and everything?
No, mate. You know what I mean? Typical YouTuber. Oh, who's the best team United? I'll support them then.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You knocked me sick.
Golf knob.
I missed you, Baggers.
You've waited for that.
Come back on,
for 45 minutes.
He has. He's had that right. He's had on a piece of paper. Now. Golf knob. What are you up to this weekend, my friend? Other than watching the Scousers, watching United beat the Scousers. Have you got a game?
We got a game tomorrow in Merseyside. Shouldn't have joined the Chess League, It's a fucking Welsh idea, that was.
You're like my son's
every
similar thing.
fucking game. Who we playing? Dunno, St Helens, Widnes, Wigan.
Yeah. It's good, that. That'll go really well the day before the Liverpool game. Went well last time you went, just before the Klopp, just after the Klopp announcement.
That wasn't the last time. I've been about 9 times since then. But yeah, just after the Klopp announcement, they weren't happy.
No,
they weren't happy.
No.
But it is what it is. My band's over.
It's a miracle, isn't it? We've managed to somehow survive.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're playing tomorrow at 2:00. If anyone's unfortunate enough to be in the Widnes area, come and watch us.
Are you getting on? You're lot
top of the league.
I'd tell you what you're doing well on, which I'm not happy about. TikTok. Posting TikTok.
Half a fucking million views, isn't it?
20 minutes later, it's like 100k views. I'm like, what's going on here?
What's happened there? I don't know that.
We don't know.
You don't know, yeah.
We don't know.
Lewis sent me some pointers, like, he's trying to help me. I'm like, what's going on? Tell me. Teach me, son.
Yeah, we're top of the league, but we've dropped points in 2 games, so we're not lost yet, but I'm not happy at dropping any points. We had 72% possession last week, which is fucking unheard of.
How do you know this?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
You got the stats.
Playing the field in Wigan.
Yeah.
Why
and you know the
stats?
You've got stats like you're United. Like, you've got stats, you've got footage, you've got all sorts going on. It's crazy.
Couldn't fucking score.
Well,
Battered.
when's Ronaldo Brown fit again?
Don't know, probably about a month or so. He's been good
What's
this
he
season.
done?
Yeah, he scored and all.
Hamstring.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's started the season really well, to be fair to him.
Good. That's what I like to hear. What about you? What are you up to? What are you plugging? Go on. You little Tory.
Not plugging too much.
What have you got? Capitalist endeavour have you got to tell us about this week?
Got something coming out with Mr. Mourinho in the next week or so. So that'll be like...
Is Ste there?
No.
Why not?
Because he didn't want to come to Lisbon. No, I didn't invite him this time.
Okay.
No, so there's that coming out soon. Yeah, I'm not inviting him again. I'm giving him one go. He turned up with a black eye.
I'd make a pop.
You made me laugh, didn't you do Mourinho on David Gill with black eye?
Yeah. And he nearly turned down Mourinho because he's going on a walk somewhere.
Yeah, I remember I was here.
I can't do that.
was here.
I'm going on a walk.
Talking about it.
Where was we going?
No,
you went. Were you going Hardwick, weren't you? To do that thing, practicing that thing, Janine? Was it some sort of climbing?
Oh no, it's climbing. Yes,
Yeah, it was climbing, and you signed up for it. And he went, "No, I've got to go this thing in Hardwick." Was it?
Listen, I'm a fucking man of my word, Jay. If I say I'm doing something, I'm doing something.
It was like
fuck Mourinho.
an appointment.
Go with Rio Ferdinand to interview Jose Mourinho. I can't make it.
Yeah, in Lisbon. And I've got this thing that I said I'd do in Hardwick. I'm like, mate, you're off your head.
Anyway.
Yeah, but he went and it was...
So no stay this time. Did that and then... Yeah, I'm just busy all over the place.
Have you got anything you'd like, where can we find you?
Sporty TV stuff is in the description. So if you want
put a link in the chat,
if you'd like another football thing to watch, it's in there. But I know you guys have got enough stuff for everyone. But yeah, it's good stuff.
It's good to have you back. When you're coming back on the channel? This feels more like the Brew when you're on it.
I know.
Because when we have guests sometimes, I'm always nervous because of him. Because he'll walk in, right? People don't see it off camera. He'll walk in. He won't say hello to the guests sometimes if he's trying to be funny.
Hello to me.
He'll say to me, just as we're about to go live, who the fuck's he? And I'll have to tell him who it is. And sometimes it'll be someone who's well known, but he's never watched the show they're on. And then
about the Love Island.
Not just him. No, you've done it with The Apprentice. You've done it with comedians. You've done it with also.
The Apprentice and Love Island. Can't move in my house for watching a fucking Apprentice and Love Island.
Do you know what I mean? But
reality TV,
I was
Jay.
Excited.
Reality TV. I'm living reality. I don't need it on TV.
God, you sound so much like my granddad. Not even my dad. Like my granddad. You're younger than me. How?
Fucking Love Island, Jay. Honestly.
Everyone needs a guilty pleasure, Stephen.
We did that fucking go-karting with Tom Clare as well.
Yeah, well, that's wasted on you, innit?
Yeah, because did he win it as well? Did he win it as well?
He won the celebrity one.
And you're like...
I bet he was going, who are you? Why are you here with him? Why am I go-karting? The
go-karting. Me, Ash and fucking Tom Clare go-karting.
You and Ash couldn't be the least Love Island fans that you could ever meet at you and Ashley Williams.
I don't think he watches it either, yeah.
No, I don't think he does. So yeah, when are you going to join us again?
Soon.
What's that mean? That's not a date. What date? We've got someone's joining us on the 13th of September.
Awfully specific. Is that Friday the 13th of September?
Oh no, who have you got in?
We've got Joe Seeley is joining us, Les Seeley's son.
I was going to take the piss out, but I won't.
No,
actually that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's going to come on and chat about his dad.
He's wrote a book, hasn't he?
He's got what it is, and this. Oh, I've got a bit of fuck it. I'm going to tell you. I can't remember if I was allowed to, but I'm sure it'll be fine. His dad, basically what his dad did was he recorded a load of audio tapes that someone's transcribed into a book, or is transcribed into a book, and he's going to bring some of those audio tapes with us and we'll play a little bit.
Has he got any memorabilia from that game?
Well, I only spoke to him a couple of times, so I didn't want to ask him straight away, so
text him.
Well, yeah, I'll message him. But yeah, he's going to.
If he's got a Cup Winners' Cup medal, he goes in the Mount Rushmore of the Brew.
Well, it's his Brew now, isn't it? If he brings a Cup Winners' Cup medal.
If he brings a Cup Winners', no one's beating that. The only way we beat that is if we get Mark Hughes in here and we get deck chairs out and we get fucking smashed naked and watch him commentate his own goals against Barcelona. That's the only way we beat
Get him to reenact his second goal against Barcelona here in the studio.
I think you can get that.
I'll stick it in off the line as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be great. So join us for that one on the 13th. Let us know when you're coming back anyway.
Yeah, I can do September. Something in September we can do.
So next week, September then, yeah?
Yeah, it's next week.
So that's what you're saying, you're next week?
Yeah, why not? I don't know. We'll see.
No, that's right.
We've done well. We've not even thought about talking modern football there at all. It wasn't even a
what are you on about? Did I not cover the Sancho story? Extensively. Did I not get his opinion on when he went, see? What more do you want? Jesus, that's more you get on Sky
We even
Sport.
replied to a comment with a guy that was like, I'd rather keep Sancho. Well, we read it out.
Fuck off.
Isn't it mad how many videos we did on him, called him Jason Sanchez, and now he's gone within 2 years of being here. And he scored 4 goals.
I think I missed this one from Matt G. Says
3 years.
3 years.
Cleberson won a World Cup. Does it make him better than Scholes, Giggs, Robson, Seedorf, Keane, Cruyff, etc.? It's a good point. Now.
Not bring up Cleberson. Probably not for the best.
I don't know what point he's trying to make.
I think so. I think. I don't know actually. I don't know, to be honest with you. But yeah, loads going on. Go and check out Stretford Paddock FC. Go and check him out on TikTok and join everyone else that's watching him on TikTok. So he's got great content on there. Go and check. Do a plug again so I don't get the name wrong.
Sporty TV. It's in the.
It's link in the chat. Big thank you as well to Surfshark sponsoring this podcast. That's been Ste Howson. That's been Alex Bagley. I've been Jay Motti. This has been The Brew. Also, I'm going to be back later on with some lives when we're going to talk about modern football as well. So go and check that out. Thanks for watching.